Summer settled quietly on the edge of the air. Turn warm air, open windows and slow shadows crossing the room. Nothing has to be remembered, still the moment stayed. Light rested softly on your sleeves, like evening forgot to keep moving. Some days feel lighter for reasons you never find, like the season knows something first. Sunlight left on your sleeves, soft and golden, like summer wanted one more place to stay. No beginning, no ending, only warmth becoming feeling. And somehow my quiet heart started glowing too. Sunlight left on your sleeves and stayed with me until evening. Cold glass, low breeze, clouds fading into pale blue. The world outside became distant, like everything unnecessary disappeared, and all that remained was the color of the room, the moving light and a feeling too soft to name. Maybe love arrives like afternoon sunlight, not suddenly but slowly, until one day you realize you've already been inside it. Sunlight left on your sleeves, now every summer evening feels quieter, or no promises, no thematic scenes, just ordinary hours turning brighter, turning softer, turning into memory. Sunlight left on your sleeves, and somewhere inside that light I found you. You checked the map and looked at me, said there were faster ways to leave, but then you smiled and closed your phone and said, let's walk a little more. The heat was softer after 6, summer air and quiet streets, nothing special left to see. Still somehow nobody wanted to leave. Your shadow stretched next to mine, and sunset took its time. Maybe hearts don't always hurry, maybe sometimes they choose the longer road without saying why. We took the long way home just to stay a little longer. One more corner, one more joke, one more thing we forgot to say. No reason, no destination, just not ready for goodbye. You walked beside me like time was ours. We took the long way home, and I think so did my heart. You pointed at random windows and made up stories for the lights. You asked me things nobody asked, like what I wanted next summer. I almost answered this evening, this weather. You here, but instead I smiled and asked you back. You laughed and never noticed. Years later, if someone asks what summer looked like, I won't say beaches or blue skies. I'll say it looked like two people walking slower than necessary. We took the long way home, and somehow the night arrived too quickly. No first kiss, no big confession, just staying when leaving made more sense. Now every map reminds me some places aren't far. You just want them to last. first time. I wished you lived farther away. We never planned for anything, just walked and talked through everything. Your hair moved slowly in the wind, and somehow that's where love begins. The city lights were turning gold. You smiled and made the evening slow. Nothing changed and still I knew my favorite days were next to you. No one told me hearts could move without a sound, without a proof. Then one small look and suddenly you became my melody. One more sunset with you, that's all I wanna do. No fancy words, no perfect view. Just stay a little longer till the sky turns darker. One more laugh from you, one more quiet truth. If this is love, I don't need more. Just one more sunset with you. You always say the smallest things and turn them into everything. Like asking what my dream would be, then staying there to listen quietly. Summer nights keep coming fast, but somehow I want this to last. Not because the moment shines, but because your hand fits into mine. Years from now, if I forget the songs, the roads, the silhouettes, I think I'll still remember this. Your face beneath the evening mist. One more sunset with you still feels brand new. Like every day starts when I see you. Stay until the stars appear, until the world disappears. One more dream with you, one more I miss you. If love is home, then I already found it. In one more sunset with you. You always got there first somehow, and never said a word out loud. Just moved your bag and looked at me like there was where I had to be. No one would notice little things, like empty chairs and quiet meanings. But every time you saved that place, my day felt softer in some way. And maybe that sounds small, too small to call it love at all. But hearts don't always start with stars. Maybe they begin like this, a simple space, a silent wish. Someone saying I thought you'd come, without saying anything. The way you saved me, you see, stayed longer than it should with me. No flowers, no late night calls, just one small place beside you. And suddenly crowded rooms didn't feel crowded anymore. You never knew, but every time I wanted to stay a little more, because of the way you saved me, you see. Now I catch myself doing it too, looking at doors and waiting for you, leaving space without a sound, like maybe love works like that now. My friends all laugh and ask me why. I just smile and let it slide. How do I explain something so small that somehow became everything? You sat beside me yesterday and said you always wait for me. These days I looked away, you smiled, and nothing else was needed. If someday someone asked me, when did it begin? I don't think I'll say the day we held hands. I think I'll say it started when one empty chair never stayed empty. The way you saved me a seat changed ordinary things for me. Now every room, every day feels warmer than before. No grand confession, no perfect scene, just kindness repeating quietly until one day I realized my favorite place was always next to you. The air was warm but not too much. Your sleeve still reached your fingertips. The ocean wasn't crowded yet, and neither were thoughts you said. This kind of weather disappears too fast. So we walked slower than before, like maybe time could wait for us. Your shadow stayed beside my own. The evening painted everything gold, and suddenly I wanted this to last. Maybe summer doesn't arrive in fireworks or louder days. Maybe it starts when one person feels like sunlight. I wish June stayed a little longer. One more sunset, one more walk, one more excuse to not say goodbye. The ocean breeze, your quiet smile, everything looks softer with you. No promises, no perfect words, just us trying not to notice how happy we were. I wish June stayed a little longer. We bought cold drinks we didn't need and sat where the waves couldn't reach. You drew circles in the sand and looked away when I looked back. You said summer always feels too short. I almost said only when I'm with you, but kept that part to myself. The sky turned pink, the sea turned blue, and somehow everything reminded me of you. Years from now, I don't know if I'll remember the songs we played, but I think I'll remember that one June evening when going home felt impossible. I wish June stayed a little longer, not because I love summer, but because you were in it. Now every warm wind, every orange sky feels like something left by us. No first kiss, no movie ending, just one season turning into memory. I wish June stayed a little longer, because maybe that was the month I started loving you. Summer settled on the windowsill like it forgot to leave. Thin curtains, slow air, and sunlight scattered quietly. Nothing called my name. Still, the afternoon felt full, as if somewhere something invisible had become beautiful. Outside, clouds moved lazily. Inside, time softened at the edges. Some seasons don't arrive, they glow little by little, until your heart looks different. The sound of warm light filled the quiet room. Soft gold faded white floating through the afternoon. No beginning, no destination, only colors becoming feeling. And slowly, without asking, my whole world turned gentle. The sound of warm light stayed after the evening left. Cold water, bare feet, summer resting on the floor. Dust shining in the air like tiny things learning how to stay outside. Everything moved forward, but inside the day stayed open, like one more hour had quietly appeared. Maybe love isn't spoken, maybe it shines until one day you realize you've been smiling for no reason. The sound of warm light still visits quiet evenings. Soft wind, long shadows in ordinary days. No fireworks, no sudden moments, only warm colors turning slower, turning softer, turning into memory. The sound of warm light, and somewhere inside that brightness I became summer. The room stayed warm after the sun went down. Soft evening, open windows, and air that moved without a sound. Nothing special happened still. The day felt full like quiet things. We've been collecting light all afternoon. Outside the sky became lighter before becoming dark. Some feelings don't bloom, they drift slowly like summer air through half-open curtains. Falling asleep inside the summer air, soft as fading sunlight, warm gold, quiet blue. Everything becoming slower, no beginning, no reason, only silence turning gentle. And somehow my heart stopped feeling heavy, falling asleep inside the summer air, like the season was holding me. Cold water, bare feet, thin shadows on the floor. Dust shining for a second, then disappearing. Outside, someone closed a distant window. Inside, the evening stayed long enough to feel endless, like time forgot my name. Maybe love is not arriving, maybe it's resting softly beside you, until one day you realize you don't wanna leave. Falling asleep inside the summer air, now every quiet evening feels softer than before. No fireworks, no promises, only warm hours turning pale, turning golden, turning into memory. Falling asleep inside the summer air, and somewhere without noticing I became lighter. Summer leaned against the window, quiet and slow. The room fills softly with peach color light. Warm air, half-open pages, and shadows becoming longer. Nothing asked to stay still. Everything remained like the evening, and nowhere else to go. Some days become beautiful without trying, like light into beach, soft and fading, warm skies, quiet hearts, everything losing its edges. No beginning, no goodbye, only colors turning lighter. And somewhere without noticing, my heart began to glow. The evening melted into peach and stayed behind my eyes. Cold water left on the table, dust floating through warm air. The world outside felt slower than yesterday. Clouds drifted without direction, and time unfolded like fabric falling softly across the room. Maybe love is not a feeling, maybe it's warmth that stays long after the sunlight leaves. The evening melted into peach, now every quiet sunset feels gentler than before. No fireworks, no promises, only soft hours, turning warmer, turning brighter, turning into memory. The evening melted into peach, and somewhere inside that color I stayed too. You said the sea looked different now. I turned and asked you why. Somehow you only smiled and looked ahead. Then quietly these words were said. Maybe it's not the waves tonight, maybe someone changed the light. I laughed it off, but all the way your voice kept staying in my day. We walked where footprints disappeared and talked about our younger years. Nothing happened, still I knew something had begun with you. And I don't know when it started, no big moment I could see, but somewhere between your silence, you became a part of me. Your name in the ocean wind comes and finds me again. Every wave, every breeze feels like you reaching me. And I keep turning around, thinking maybe you'll be there. If the summer has a sound, it sounds like your name now. Your name in the ocean wind. The sky turned orange by the shore, and suddenly I wanted more. Not more days or grand romance, just one more walk, one more chance. You looked at me and smiled again, like sunshine after summer rain. I didn't say what filled my heart, but maybe you knew from the start. If tomorrow changes things, if the season learns to leave, I hope one thing remains with us. That quiet evening by the sea. Your name in the ocean wind still returns again. Every song, every night brings your memory to life. And I know even now dream in the ocean wind stayed with me. It wasn't the day you held my hand, or when you said you'd understand. It wasn't some dramatic scene, like all those movies always mean. Maybe it started way before, with waiting by the open door, saving a seat beside your own, so I would never walk alone. And looking back, I think it's true, we never noticed till love grew. No countdown, no perfect time, just ordinary days in line. Then one day all at once I knew my favorite place was next to you. Maybe we were already in love before we called it anything, before the stars, before the words, before the late night wondering. Maybe it lived in little things, your good morning, my staying up, your did you eat, my text me when you get home. Maybe we were already in love, and we just found out. You still talk the way you did, still laugh at things nobody gets, still send me songs and say this sounds like us. And now I smile before I sleep, because somehow your voice still keeps turning every normal day into a place I wanna stay. I used to think love arrived loud, now I think it comes in quietly. Years from now, I hope we laugh at how we spent so much time asking what are we, when maybe all along our hearts already knew. Maybe we were already in love before we said I miss you, before I knew why every road felt shorter with you. Maybe love was never sudden, maybe it goes like evening light, slowly coloring the sky. Maybe we were already in love before we ever said so. And maybe that's why this feels like home. Summer settled quietly on the edge of the afternoon. Warm air, open windows, and slow shadows crossing the room. Nothing has to be remembered, still the moment stayed. Light rested softly on your sleeves, like evening forgot to keep moving. Some days feel lighter for reasons you never find, like the season knows something first. Sunlight left on your sleeves, soft and golden, like summer wanted one more place to stay. No beginning, no ending, only warmth becoming feeling. And somehow my quiet heart started glowing too. Sunlight left on your sleeves and stayed with me until evening. Cold glass, low breeze, clouds fading into pale blue. The world outside became distant, like everything unnecessary disappeared, and all that remained was the color of the room, the moving light, and a feeling too soft to name. Maybe love arrives like afternoon sunlight, not suddenly but slowly, until one seems just ordinary hours, turning brighter, turning softer, turning into memory. Sunlight left on your sleeves, and somewhere inside that light I found you. You checked the map and looked at me, said there were faster ways to leave. But then you smiled and closed your phone and said, let's walk a little more. The heat was softer after 6, summer air and quiet streets, nothing special left to see. Still somehow nobody wanted to leave. Your shadow stretched next to mine, and sunset took its time. Maybe hearts don't always hurry, maybe sometimes they choose the longer road without saying why. We took the long way home just to stay a little longer. One more corner, one more joke, one more thing we forgot to say. No reason, no destination, just not ready for goodbye. You walked beside me like time was ours. We took the long way home, and I think so did my heart. You pointed at random windows and made up stories for the lights. You asked me things nobody asked, like what I wanted next summer. I almost answered this evening, this weather. You here, but instead I smiled and asked you back. You laughed and never noticed. Years later, if someone asks what summer looked like, I won't say beaches or blue skies. I'll say it looked like two people walking slower than necessary. We took the long way home, and somehow the night arrived too quickly. No first kiss, no big confession, just staying when leaving made more sense. Now every map reminds me some places aren't far, you just want them to last longer. We took the long way home, and maybe that was the first time I wished you lived farther away. We never planned for anything, just walked and talked through everything. Your hair moved slowly in the wind, and somehow that's where love begins. The city lights were turning gold. You smiled and made the evening slow. Nothing changed, and still I knew my favorite days were next to you. No one told me hearts could move without a sound, without a proof. Then one small look and suddenly you became my melody. One more sunset with you, that's all I wanna do. No fancy words, no perfect view, just stay a little longer till the sky turns darker. One more laugh from you, one more quiet truth. If this is love, I don't need more, just one more sunset with you. You always say the smallest things and turn them into everything, like asking what my dream would be. than staying there to listen quietly. Summer nights keep coming fast, but somehow I want this to last. Not because the moment shines, but because your hand fits into mine. Years from now, if I forget the songs, the roads, the silhouettes, I think I'll still remember this. Your face beneath the evening mist. One more sunset with you still feels brand new, like every day starts when I see you. Stay until the stars appear, until the world disappears. One more dream with you, one more I miss you. If love is home, then I already found it. In one more sunset with you. You always got there first somehow, and never said a word out loud. Just moved your bag and looked at me like there was where I had to be. No one would notice little things, like empty chairs and quiet meanings. But every time you saved that place, my day felt softer in some way. And maybe that sounds small, too small to call it love at all. But hearts don't always start with stars. Maybe they begin like this, a simple space, a silent wish, someone saying I thought you'd come, without saying anything. The way you saved me a seat, stayed longer than it should with me. No flowers, no late night calls, just one small place beside you. And suddenly crowded rooms didn't feel crowded anymore. You never knew, but every time I wanted to stay a little more, because of the way you saved me a seat. Now I catch myself doing it too, looking at doors and waiting for you, leaving space without a sound, like maybe love works like that now. My friends all laugh and ask me why, I just smile and let it slide. How do I explain something so small that somehow became everything? You sat beside me yesterday and said you always wait for me. These days I looked away, you smiled, and nothing else was needed. If someday someone asked me, when did it begin? I don't think I'll say the day we held hands. I think I'll say it started when one empty chair never stayed empty. The way you saved me a seat changed ordinary things for me. Now every room, every day feels warmer than before. No grand confession, no perfect scene, just kindness repeating quietly, until one day I realized my favorite place was always next to you. The air was warm but not too much. Your sleeve still reached your fingertips. The ocean wasn't crowded yet, and neither were thoughts you said. This kind of weather disappears too fast. So we walked slower than before, like maybe time could wait for us. Your shadow stayed beside my own. The evening painted everything gold, and suddenly I wanted this to last. Maybe summer doesn't arrive in fireworks or louder days. Maybe it starts when one person feels like sunlight. I wish June stayed a little longer. One more sunset, one more walk, one more excuse to not say goodbye. The ocean breeze, your quiet smile, everything looks softer with you. No promises, no perfect words, just us trying not to notice how happy we were. I wish June stayed a little longer. We bought cold drinks we didn't need and sat where the waves couldn't reach. You drew circles in the sand and looked away when I looked back. You said summer always feels too short. I almost said only when I'm with you, but kept that part to myself. The sky turned pink, the sea turned blue, and somehow everything reminded me of you. Years from now, I don't know if I'll remember the songs we played, but I think I'll remember that one June evening when going home felt impossible. I wish June stayed a little longer, not because I love summer, but because you were in it. Now every warm wind, every orange sky feels like something left by us. No first kiss, no movie ending, just one season turning into memory. I wish June stayed a little longer, because maybe that was the month I started loving you. Summer settled on the windowsill like it forgot to leave. Thin curtains, slow air, and sunlight scattered quietly. Nothing called my name. Still, the afternoon felt full, as if somewhere something invisible had become beautiful. Outside, clouds moved lazily. Inside, time softened at the edges. Some seasons don't arrive, they glow little by little, until your heart looks different. The sound of warm light filled a quiet room. Soft gold faded white, floating through the afternoon. No beginning, no destination, only colors becoming feeling. And slowly, without asking, my whole world turned gentle. The sound of warm light stayed after the evening left. Cold water, bare feet, summer resting on the floor. Dust shining in the air like tiny things learning how to stay outside. Everything moved forward, but inside the day stayed open, like one more hour had quietly appeared. Maybe love isn't spoken, maybe it shines until one day you realize you've been smiling for no reason. The sound of warm light still visits quiet evenings, soft wind, long shadows in ordinary days. No fireworks, no sudden moments, only warm colors turning slower, turning softer, turning into memory. The sound of warm light, and somewhere inside that brightness I became summer. The room stayed warm after the sun went down. Soft evening, open windows, and air that moved without a sound. Nothing special happened still. The day felt full like quiet things. We've been collecting light all afternoon. Outside the sky became lighter before becoming dark. Some feelings don't bloom, they drift slowly like summer air through half-open curtains. Falling asleep inside the summer air, soft as fading sunlight, warm gold, quiet blue. Everything becoming slower, no beginning, no reason, only silence turning gentle. And somehow my heart stopped feeling heavy, falling asleep inside the summer air, like the season was holding me. Cold water, bare feet, thin shadows on the floor, dust shining for a second then disappearing. Outside, someone closed a distant window. Inside, the evening stayed long enough to feel endless, like time forgot my name. Maybe love is not arriving, maybe it's resting softly beside you, until one day you realize you don't wanna leave. Falling asleep inside the summer air, now every quiet evening feels softer than before. No fireworks, no promises, only warm hours turning pale, turning golden, turning into memory. Falling asleep inside the summer air, and somewhere without noticing, I became lighter. Summer leaned against the window, quiet and slow. The room filled softly with peach color light. Warm air, half-open pages, and shadows becoming longer. Nothing has to stay still. Everything remained like the evening, and nowhere else to go. Some days become beautiful without trying, like light touching ordinary things. The evening melted into peach, soft and fading, warm skies, quiet hearts, everything losing its edges. No beginning, no goodbye, only colors turning lighter. And somewhere without noticing, my heart began to glow. The evening melted into peach and stayed behind my eyes. Cold water left on the table, dust floating through warm air. The world outside felt slower than yesterday. Clouds drifted without direction, and time unfolded like fabric falling softly across the room. Maybe love is not a feeling, maybe it's warmth that stays long after the sunlight leaves. The evening melted into peach, now every quiet sunset feels gentler than before. No fireworks, no promises, only soft hours turning warmer, turning brighter, turning into memory. The went to beach, and somewhere inside that color I stayed too. You said the sea looked different now. I turned and asked you why. Somehow you only smiled and looked ahead. Then quietly these words were said. Maybe it's not the waves tonight. Maybe someone changed the light. I laughed it off, but all the way your voice kept staying in my day. We walked where footprints disappeared, and talked about our younger years. Nothing happened, still I knew something had begun with you. And I don't know when it started, no big moment I could see, but somewhere between your silence, you became a part of me. Your name in the ocean wind comes and finds me again. Every wave, every breeze feels like you reaching me. And I keep turning around, thinking maybe you'll be there. If the summer has a sound, it sounds like your name now. Your name in the ocean wind. The sky turned orange by the shore, and suddenly I wanted more. Not more days or grand romance, just one more walk, one more chance. You looked at me and smiled again, like sunshine after summer rain. I didn't say what filled my heart, but maybe you knew from the start. If tomorrow changes things, if the season learns to leave, I hope one thing remains with us. That quiet evening by the sea. Your name in the ocean wind still returns again. Every song, every night brings your memory to life. And I know even now some feelings never disappear. If I close my eyes, you're still here. Your name in the ocean wind stayed with me. It wasn't the day you held my hand, or when you said you'd understand. It wasn't some dramatic scene, like all those movies always mean. Maybe it started way before, with waiting by the open door, saving a seat beside your own, so I would never walk alone. And looking back, I think it's true, we never noticed till love grew. No countdown, no perfect time, just ordinary days in line. Then one day all at once I knew my favorite place was next to you. Maybe we were already in love before we called it anything, before the stars, before the words, before the late night wondering. Maybe it lived in little things, your good morning, my staying up, your did you text me when you get home. Maybe we were already in love, and we just found out. You still talk the way you did, still laugh at things nobody gets, still send me songs and say this sounds like us. And now I smile before I sleep, because somehow your voice still keeps turning every normal day into a place I wanna stay. I used to think love arrived loud, now I think it comes in quietly. Years from now, I hope we laugh at how we spent so much time asking what are we, when maybe all along our hearts already knew. Maybe we were already in love before we said I miss you, before I knew why every road felt shorter with you. Maybe love was never sudden, maybe it goes like evening light, slowly coloring the sky. Maybe we were already in love before we ever said so. And maybe that's why this feels like home.